Research.
That's research, yeah. She's a little bit too far gone to bring it back to be a fancy yacht.
Okay.
It would take quite a bit of effort and money to bring it back to fancy yacht condition.
Okay.
But for a research boat, man, she's ready to go around the world again.
Okay.
Yep. Built 1975. Built in New Zealand.
Oh.
Private yacht, originally a private yacht. Well, the water tanks and the fuel tanks are pretty empty, that's why she's riding quite high. And she's actually two-masted, she's a ketch. But honestly,
All right. What is this?
this is a research boat Odyssey, 94-foot sailboat, steel hull. Used to be a private yacht, originally a private yacht, and got donated to a whale research group. And we've been doing sperm whale research 25 years now. December '91 they had the boat.
Huh. Pretty good.
This is where the mizzen mast stands, right here. But we took that down to get the boat ready to haul out. This boom. But all the wood you see that's painted,
Yeah.
all this is painted. This was all varnished. When it was a private yacht, all the wood was beautiful varnish.
Is it?
It's a special hydraulic crane. We had a project with the Scripps Institute. They have buoys on the bottom in the Gulf of Mexico that need servicing every year, and we go out and they would pop up to the surface, and we'd use the crane to lift them up, lower them on the deck, and they would download the information, change out the batteries, and do whatever service is needed. And we use the crane to lift it up and put it back in the water, and they sink back to the bottom.
Uh-huh. Forward. "92 feet. That is pretty long.
80 feet on deck.
Oh man. All right. I'm going for it. I'm going up all the way up here onto the, what do you call this again out here?
On the bowsprit?
The bowsprit. Going on the bowsprit. Going on the bowsprit. Got to see it all. Got some blue angels over there flying around.
15s. They had the top runs going down there.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool to be sitting out here at sea underway. You have dolphins at the bow. Just sitting out here and watching dolphins. It's really cool.
Hey, got some other nice boats. That looks like an old one too, doesn't it?
That's an old Trumpy.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
But it's been sitting there for like 20 years. It never moves. The couple lives on it and it just sits there all the time.
Well, nice place to live.
Yeah, yeah.
What else?
It's a work in progress. Everything's a work in progress.
The helm. This looks like the helm.
Yep, yep.
And you got all the electronics and all the navigation equipment anybody could ever need. Oh, look at this. Nice. A lot of radios, navigation. You got one up here. What is this? This is a...
The Davis wind instruments.
Oh.
And this is the charts. This is like 200 charts in this little tiny thing. Just slips in there and...
So then if you need to update them, you just get a new one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty amazing.
Well, this woodwork looks pretty nice.
It's nice with it's a big pile house that's totally enclosed, so you're out of the weather.
Yeah.
And when the whale samples come aboard, it's a bit of blubber like your little finger.
Uh-huh.
They're brought here, And the initial slicing and dicing, they get cut up into 8 separate little slices, pieces, put in different chemical fixatives. Some are put in a deep freeze, some are at regular refrigerator temperature. Some are put in a special, like a refrigerator, but with a CO2 atmosphere.
So you have a refrigerator on board this.
Oh yeah, several.
And then you got tools. So you're on DC volts. How many? Oh, here's the amps.
Yeah, it's 12 volt, 24 volt, 110 volt, and 220 volt.
Oh, you got it all.
Got it all. Yeah.
What's next? The galley.
Salon.
Salon. Oh, this is like a split level.
Yeah. Multi-level.
Oh yeah.
So this is a salon. This settee used to go all the way across, and we put in these workstations instead. And there's been times where there'll be students all lined up everywhere, all tapping away on their computers. And this wine cooler is actually, we put water samples in there.
Okay.
We working out in the Gulf of Mexico. We take water samples at 100 meters depth and 300 meters depth, and we keep them, slightly chilled. They don't need to be completely refrigerated. And of course, the water is analyzed for pollution, chemicals, and stuff like that. Get an idea how much pollution there is.
Now we're in the galley.
Here's the galley. And a regular 4-burner gas stove and
Is this thing on a
microwave.
gimbal? No, this is locked.
No, not gimbaled. Yep.
Okay, locked down. Got a couple refrigerators.
Yep. Yep.
Microwave.
And a regular old
Regular refrigerator.
refrigerator.
See how much beer he's got in here. If this is a real.
It's up at the house in Cutco.
Oh, okay. Pretty nice. Little air conditioning going on in here.
Oh yeah, throughout. Yeah. When this was a private yacht, this was a crew mess. There was a table here, and the settee went all around, and this is where the crew ate. When the owner and his party ate in the salon, the crew would eat here.
Crew quarters.
When this was a private yacht, this is where the crew stayed. 3 bunks up here. And
Oh
this is
man, this is tight.
captain's cabin
This
there.
is definitely tight.
Yeah, we've actually very seldom had 3 people up here, but it's crowded.
And this is rocking and rolling territory.
Yep. This is my cabin. And this is the captain's cabin. It's got a
Yep.
slightly larger one.
Another work in progress.
Always something working on. There's 3 2-bunk cabins like this, pretty much identical. Look at the fancy fittings.
Oh yeah, those are pretty
Still,
nice.
that's original. The cabins,
So this is the
original.
owner's cabin. I
No,
suppose.
no, this is just guest.
This is guest
There's 3
cabin 1. All
3
right.
cabins like this.
Okay, fancy. Very fancy.
Still very original.
Uh-huh. With
And,
the head
there's
across the
there's
way.
a sink in each one, but the head in the shower, and there's a little washing machine and dryer behind the door here.
Damn. Pretty slick. All right. What's next?
2 other cabins. There's 3 cabins like this, identical 2-bunk cabins for guests.
More guest cabins.
And this is the owner's cabin.
Owner's cabin all the way in the stern.
Yep. And this side of the cabin is still pretty much original. Hadn't changed much.
Uh-huh.
It's a big 2-person size bed. And
With the whale carving
yep.
in the woodwork.
Yep.
Very nice.
Sperm wheel.
Yep.
This
Head.
side of the cabin's been changed.
Okay.
There used to be a single bunk here, there's a settee here, and there's a shower and a little stainless steel bathtub there. But that's all been replaced with scientific equipment.
Uh-huh.
There's another refrigerator there, there's a centrifuge, there's a microscope sits here, and this cabinet here, normally it's empty, but they do their slicing and dicing here also, the whale stuff. We had one student that had a project to clone whale cells, to actually grow whale cells, and it worked. She could do it in the laboratory, and she thought that she could do it at sea as well.
Hmm. All right, I guess we got the tour. Pretty nice for 92 feet.
Very nice. Look at yours.
Yeah.
Ready to come see again. But it's still, you know, very happy.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but I think that's pretty much the way nautical lifespans go. None of them last forever.
Yeah, yeah.
By night, they listen for the loud clicks sperm whales make, and by day, they also watch for blows. Listening usually works best to find whales because their sounds can be heard a lot farther than you can see them from Odyssey. For that reason, we tow an array of underwater microphones, called hydrophones, behind Odyssey at all times. The sounds the hydrophones pick up are then broadcast inside the pilot house.
That's a sperm whale sound like. Like horses on
Once
cobblestone.
we hear a group of sperm whales, we use a computer program invented by Douglas Gillespie of the International Fund for Animal Welfare to find and to follow them.
Real. Oh, I'll show you. Got some lots of whale stuff.
Oh,
Whale
okay,
encounters.
that's the end. Okay.
Yeah, bigger project.